Alright, so I have some more Pokemon Showdown battles here, and yeah, as you can probably tell, my voice is a little bit more recovered than it was when I had to do the Demon Spawn narration, because for whatever reason, people in Team Aqua wanted to see me narrate like I was Demon Spawn. I don't know, but yeah, I had a couple random battles here, and I'm going to be on the other side for all three of them, which is kind of, I don't know, strange. So I'm going to go ahead and switch from Numel to Roserade first turn to see Tricks, and gets himself a Black Sludge and gives me a Choice Scarf, which, you know, I can make the Choice Scarf work, he'll be fine. And, yeah, he's going to switch into Espeon for whatever reason. I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb, and go for another Sludge Bomb, and get lucky with the Poison, which is good, because I died, and, you know, I would have wanted to make sure that the Espeon went down with me, and Hex was kind to me and let me make sure that that was possible. So I'm going to go for the Night Slash here. And then he's going to bring in Whismur. I go for another Night Slash. You know, thinking maybe it'll do some pretty good damage. Probably KO the Whismur. And it doesn't. And it Fire Blasts me. So I'm thinking it must be Choice Specs. In which case Meloetta has a bit better special defensive bulk than Weavile does. So it should be able to take this, and I should be able to set up some Calm Minds, which is going to be the doom, because guess what? He lets me set up 3. And I figure at 3, I'm probably, you know, pretty set. Don't really need to go +6. That's just over excessive. So I'm going to go for Hyper Voice. He gets lucky. He has a shiny on Showdown, which is, he got like a shiny in random battle, which, you know, I had one last Showdown match, so that was kind of cool to see. So he goes for the Focus Blast. Psychic almost takes out Kyurem. Like, it was really, really close. And then, I believe I go for the Psychic again, just because, you know, why not? And then he's going to close out and forfeit. So, yeah, basically we're going to go ahead and go to the next battle. I get Frostlass lead. He gets a Snorlax. I'm fearing a Crunch, so I'm going to switch to Armaldo, who could more or less take it very nicely. And as you can see, Armaldo is taking some nice hits. I Toxic the Snorlax, and then I'm going to go ahead and Superpower to try and take out the Snorlax, or at least bring its HP really far down. And he switches to Registeel for whatever reason, so I managed to just 2-hit KO this thing. So Armaldo is definitely a nice little behemoth when it comes to the physical side. And he's going to miss his Air Slash as I switch out. He's going to go for the sub as I go for the Ice Punch. And I have a freaking Ferret, so yeah, this is game pretty much. Like, you know what happened when that Ferret showed up against me that one game. So obviously, you know, Ferret is OP or something like that. So he goes for the Ice Punch, which you know, probably shows that he doesn't have, like, you know, Crunch or anything, which is kind of nice. He has Return, Ice Punch, and I think that's all I've seen so far. And so I'm going to get really, 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 really lucky here with plenty of hacks. So I get a crit, special defense drop, get 2 paralysis, which allows me to set up 2 spikes. I figure, you know, he's going to head smash me. I might as well just set up the 3rd layer of spikes. And, yeah, get lucky with another crit after sending up the 3rd layer, and he just gets pair hacks that entire time. So I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave again. Just because a lot of my team is probably slower than a Kyurem. I'm actually impressed that I ran into a Kyurem twice in the same video. You know, I mean, there was that one video where I had all the Kyurem forms in one video, but like the same exact Kyurem in a video is kind of interesting, to say the least. So he goes for an Outrage. Don't know why he locks himself in. It does about 26% though, so it's a good thing I decided not to go for a sub and, you know, just Flash Cannon him. So now I'm going to go for a sub, kind of see if he has the Earthquake, because I know Snorlax gets that, and I'd really hate it if Magnezone took that damage. So I figure I had the ability to sub, and then if I had to, I had to Magnet Rise. This Magnezone's really interesting because it has like 3 quote-unquote status moves, and then, you know, it has the attacking move of Flash Cannon. So I found that really interesting. Here I'm going to go for a sub because I feel like he's going to Sleep Powder me, but that's not going to be the case, so I guess that's good. He Hidden Power Fires me. And it did a big chunk, and it actually might be like Hidden Power Ground even. I'm not really sure because it took out Magnezone pretty easily, so could be Hidden Power Ground, who knows. And well, Mesprit gets Leech Seeded, but that's okay because I can Psychic and take out Oddish pretty easily. And so Mesprit is actually going to just be the one to finish off this battle as he subs. I Psychic and break the sub, and then I think he goes ahead and just, attacks as I Psychic and finish him off. So I don't get flinch, which is good. That's the thing I was worried about. And I don't, so unfortunately my opponent got overly hacked that battle, so unfortunately for him, that kind of cost him. So, yeah, get a Venomoth lead, he gets an Alakazam lead. This obviously is not a favorable matchup. I figure a Psyshock is incoming, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the switch into Sandile, and he just subs up on that opportunity. I go for the crunch, and he's going to switch out. So now Hitmonchan, even Hitmonchan, like, that was a resisted hit, and Choice Band and Sandile still did a pretty good number on it. And I switched to Venomoth, figuring he'd go for a fighting type move. Instead, he goes for the bulk up, I guess, predicting my switch out. And so, yeah, gonna go ahead and get lucky, put him to sleep, go for the Quiver Dance. And I figure one's probably enough, because, I don't want to get really greedy and he wakes up and, like, fire punches me or something. So I go for the Sludge Bomb here. And he goes for the Stone Edge, and, breaks my Focus Sash. And I was worried that he might have had, like, Mach Punch or something, and Venomoth wouldn't have been able to get a kill. But he doesn't on the Hitmonchan for whatever reason. Or if he did, he didn't use it. I'm not really sure why. So, yeah, Infernape comes in, Revenge kills. My Deoxys comes in, and Revenge kills the Infernape. So there's just a whole lot of Revenge killing going on. So I'm going to switch out here. I'm not really sure what Regigigas is going to try and do. He goes for the sub, which is no big deal. I figured Hariyama probably could more or less take Regigigas a little bit easier. Get Toxic, so if I was Guts, that would have been nice, but unfortunately I'm Sheer Force Life Orb. Which makes absolutely no sense, but, Showdown, actually I'm not even Sheer Force Life Orb, I'm Sheer Force, but I think I'm Leftovers. Something like that. Anyway, yeah, go for a couple close combats, break this up, and take out Regigigas. And I'm saying Sheer Force Life Orb, because I actually had a Hariyama the previous match, I just never got to use it. Gonna go for a Bullet Punch here. And it only does about 20%, which is disappointing. So, yeah, if I was Guts, that obviously would have done tons more. But, because I'm not, yeah. I figured Weezing could probably take a Facade. And so I bring in Weezing and go for the Pain Split to whittle down Heracross. Because I'm pretty sure Fire Blast wouldn't have taken it out. And really, there was no point into using Fire Blast. Maybe it would have taken it out. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to go ahead and switch into Sandile to sacrifice, and I really wanted to keep Weezing alive just because he kind of seemed like he might come in handy at some point for like Death Fodder or something. And so I set up Swords Dance knowing that as long as he doesn't have an Energy Ball, I can take any sort of hit. And yeah, go for the Aqua Jet. Do nice damage. Probably should have gone for the Aqua Jet, but I didn't think Natu would actually outspeed me because I thought Natus was slower than Kabutops. Guess not. So he's just going to keep going for Nightshade because it's his best bet. Fortunately, I have Deoxys to come in and clean up. So that is going to be all of the matches. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoy the fact that my voice is pretty much back to normal. Because, it was odd when it wasn't. But yeah, see you guys later.